Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for another vid. Look how beautiful it is. Orgonite's doing the trick. Anyways, you guys, I'm making this vid today because I'm really tired of them using the police against me. They recently had the police arrest me again, and it was, a complete setup like before. And, this time, I only did it like a day or two in jail, but I'm going to explain everything to you, what they did to me and what their plan was. And I'm just tired of them using the police against me. So, what my higher self is leading me to do to kind of prevent this from happening in the future is to get your help. I have like, last time I looked, I have like over 4,000 subscribers. If even just 50 of you guys did what I request you to do today, I think it's going to make a big change. And I think they're going to be reluctant to use the police against me in the future because they know if they do, they're going to have a whole bunch of people blowing up the local police department's phone lines saying, hey, why are you harassing this guy? He's just trying to make the earth the better place. He's just trying to raise the consciousness of the planet. He's just trying to stop the New World Order. You know, if we all stick together and we help each other out, that's where our real power lies. They want to separate us, and they all stick together and they come against us. So we need to stick where there's more of us than them. If we stick together and we fight them, we can rid this world of these evil beings. These satanic worshiping people who their thinking is backwards. So anyways, let me tell you basically what happened. The day before, I went gifting, and it burnt a whole bunch of them. When I went gifting, it created a lot of light. It got hot, and it burned a bunch of them. So always, this is like the same thing they did to me before when they arrested me at the Walmart. The same thing happened. And they were scared of getting burnt again the next day, so they did that crap to me at the Walmart. Well, this time, I'm sleeping in my car. I'm not bothering nobody. Two cop cars pull up behind me. They wake me up. There's two of them behind me with their lights all blazed up on me. So they're like, when he pulled me out of the car, I noticed he was already talking to somebody. And it was like they were telling him like what to do. And that it was like the same situation at the Walmart. They're telling these guys what to do. And so they basically arrest me. And I asked them, like, who called y'all out here? Because I'm in a parking lot by the creek. There's nobody there. Nobody called the police on me. I'm not bothering anybody. So who called you out here? What are you doing here? Because they have to have probable cause to come mess with you. Somebody needs to report something for them to come and harass you or whatever. And he's like, oh, well, we're just on patrol and we saw you. And then after that, he's changed his story and he said, oh, no, well, actually, somebody reported a homeless person under the bridge and we came to check that out, and then we found you. And I was like, oh, okay. So there's a law here that you can't, sleep in your car. I am the owner of my own business. I'm not a homeless person. I guess technically I am, but I'm looking up for a place and I have money to get a place. I'm just having some challenges, and a lot of my challenges are what these, what they're doing to me. They're messing with my email. They and let me give you another example. One guy was gonna rent a room from me, but then he Googled me, and I'm on this website called Jihad Watch. That from that stuff that happened at Walmart, they're making it look like I'm a terrorist and my organs are bombs. And you all know what I'm trying to do. My Orgonites are not bombs. I'm not a terrorist. But this is all a part of their plan to destroy my life, to make it hard for me to find a place to live, to make it hard for me to operate and run my business. And I'm just tired of it, and I'm going to stand up against them, and I'm going to fight with all my heart until I get what I want in my life, which is peace and abundance. And I am going to have it one day. I just have to fight for it. Your freedom is not given to you. You have to fight for your freedom. So, with all that being said, they keep, using the authorities against me whenever, whenever they're terrified of what I'm doing, And not only that, let me tell you what they did. They another one of their purposes of taking me to jail that night and impounding me, let me tell you like what they've been doing to me to make my life so miserable, is one of the reasons I left Texas, my home in Texas, is because they literally filled every item in my home with so much chemtrail nanotechnology that I could barely touch anything in my home. It was like when I went to touch a pencil, when I went to touch anything, it was like it was filled with so much negative energy and nanotechnology that all that tech would automatically fill and saturate my body. And then once this tech fills and saturates my body, guess what they do? They use that tech to start spreading the cancer all over my body. Because that's without the tech, they can't spread the disease on your body. So when they took me to jail and impounded my car, and I had to pay $320 to get my car out the impound, my entire car is now saturated and filled with this tech where I can barely even stand to be in my car now because there's so much tech in here now. And then once they get the tech in, it's like there's a constant flow. They're sending a constant flow so that it doesn't dissipate, because it will dissipate after time, but only if they stop sending it and it has to dissipate, it has to go away. But if it doesn't and they're sending a constant flow, it's like a constant flow of this crap in my car, which this is my only solitude, the only place I have, and now I don't even have that. And this was all a part of their evil scheme and plan for what they did to me. When they towed my car and it was at the impound shop, when I went to go get my car out, the freaking window was rolled down and the door was open. So they're sitting there with the window rolled down, door open, and they're sending the tech into my car, this whole time. So, all the people here, and there's a lot of Freemasons in this Sedona. They have the biggest Freemason temple on top of Sedona Airport that I've ever seen in my life. There's a lot of them here. They're in the police. They're all in this community, and they don't like what I'm doing. And, they don't like I'm putting the Orgonite everywhere. They don't like that I'm doing this. Look, I don't know if you can see this plane here. Their tech can't work wherever my Orgone is. Harder for them to control people and, do what they want to do. Their New World Order plans are being destroyed by what I'm doing. And so with all that being said, what I'm requesting to all my subscribers is to please contact Sedona Police Department. This is their information. 100 Roadrunner Drive, Sedona, Arizona 86336. Their phone number is 928-282-3100. And just let them know, hey, we're watching this guy's videos. All he's trying to do is make Earth a better place, and he's constantly being harassed by the authorities. What can you guys do in your defense? I mean, why are you messing with him? Why were the police called out there in the first place? I'm not bothering anybody. I'm not harming anybody. Why are y'all messing with him? Hold them accountable for what they're doing. Let them know what you think that they're doing is wrong, because I'm not a threat to society. I'm not a criminal. I've never done anything to hurt anybody in my life in a violent way ever. All I care about is making the earth a better place, helping raising the consciousness of the planet, helping my brothers and sisters, helping nature, helping life. That's what I want to do with my life, and I'm going to do that. So let them know, hey, this is the kind of guy he is, and you're wrong for what you did to him, and you should drop all charges against him. And, we're going to be watching the situation. We're going to be seeing what unfolds here. To what you're doing to this guy who's no threat to anybody, and you're giving him problems, and let them know that, hey, this guy's going to be living here in the future. If you guys plan on messing with him again, you're going to get another 1,000 calls to your police department, and we're going to let you know we don't like what you're doing to him. Because if you guys help me with this and they know, hey, this guy has the public on his side, this guy has people vouching for him, it's going to be a lot less that they're going to want to mess with me in the future. And any other government or military institution that they might want to use with me, they'll think twice, because they'll know, hey, that's one thing, they don't mess with, is when we're all stick together and we use our voice against them, it really shuts them up, and they basically do what we want because they know the power of our unity. Now, another thing is this place, Center for New Age, okay? This lady here, when I first got here, she's what I believe is really where the source of all this is coming from. All I was doing was parking. I parked in their parking lot the first night when they were closed. She called the police on me, and I was like, fine, I won't park there again. So a couple weeks went by. I went back, but I didn't go to her parking lot. I went to the parking lot across the street, and she called the cops on me again. And I wasn't even on her property. And she had this man, and she didn't call the cops. What she did is she went directly to the police department. And, this is a small town, so they all know somebody. So one of their sergeants, this white guy with white hair, comes out. He pulls up to me, he puts the spotlight on me. He sees I have all this Orgonite in the car, and he gets out the car and he's telling me stuff like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you doing here? He's talking to me like that. He's telling me stuff like, I know you. I know your car. I know what the fuck you're doing here. Get the fuck out of here. I ought to arrest you, and I ought to fucking have your fucking car towed. And then what the fuck are you going to do? And he was just being a real douchebag, And I didn't appreciate the way he talked to me, or treated me. And I know that this is all a part of these locals here who are Freemasons, who have been stalking me and, bringing all these troubles into my life. This is all a part of them. I believe this lady here who owns this place, Center for New Age, I believe she's a witch. And anyways, y'all should call this lady and say, hey, this guy wasn't even on your property. Why'd you go and have the cops mess with him and have him harassed and have this cop come out and curse him out and shit? What's up with that? You guys are in the wrong for doing that. This is their info. Center for New Age, 341 State Route 179, Sedona, Arizona, 86336 928 282 2085. And let me give you guys, let's see, just in case you need it again, this is the Sedona police information again, in case you need that one more time. But yeah, I appreciate you guys helping me. All I'm trying to do is make it, because if when they isolate you and you're all by yourself and they're doing all these things to you, they just keep pushing harder and harder and harder to make your life more miserable, more miserable, more miserable, And what I'm learning is if we stick together and we fight back, it's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. What I want to do is hopefully I'll get a place soon and I can start making affordable Orgonite for everybody again. I've been out here looking at the Orgonite that they sell in the stores. It's really weak and it's very expensive. This stuff is like 5 times more expensive than what I'm selling my stuff for on my website and online. So that's all I want to do, guys. I just want to get back to work. I want to continue making my Orgone. I want to keep making these really big black ones, which is what has them so terrified. I have people that I've sold these to all across the country that are sending me pictures of how beautiful it is in their area. And I'm going to, once I get a place and get more established and set up, I'm going to start making more vids, and I'm going to start showing you guys these pictures of sylphs everywhere and, beautiful blue skies. Their chemtrails aren't working. So, this is, perfect example of what Orgonite does right here. So, I thank you guys for watching my vids. I love you so much. I thank you for your support. You know, if we stick together and we fight them, you know, we can win this thing because we outnumber them. You know, that's the number one thing that we have against them, and the number one thing that they use against us is they try to divide us and separate us so that we can't be unified. But if we just come together in love and unity and just let them know, hey, if you mess with one of ours, you're going to have to mess with all of us. Because that's the same thing I would do for any of y'all out there. And that's why I do what I do, because I love all y'all. And I know when I do what I do and it does this and their chemtrails don't work, I know how much I'm helping out my brothers and sisters. I know how much I'm helping out the plants, animals, nature, the earth. And that's why I do it. You know, I put my life on the line. You know, 2 years imprisoned. For what? For nothing. For just trying to help. So anyways, you guys, I love y'all. I thank y'all for helping me and supporting me. I'll hopefully be making some more informative videos for you soon. I love y'all. Bye.